He's a pioneer for taking people around India to holy places, giving them the chance to appreciate Dharma, Sanatan Dharma, everything connected with Vaishnava Dharma, because this is really the greatest service to humanity we can give, introducing people to that great world of knowledge, the world of knowledge which has been given to us by our spiritual masters. Especially Srila Prabhupada, who was instrumental in publishing numerous books about Hindu Vaishnava Dharma. Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. He published so much, and he inspired so many people to inquire deeply into the path of devotion, that bringing people to India and showing them around here really creates an incredible access for them to the association of people who are on the path of yoga, as well the historical parts. For example, there's one YouTuber named Praveen Mohan. He goes into so many sites which are hardly known to people, and there he explores what kind of artwork has been put into the temples. And to tell you the truth, it is amazing what he discovers, how deep and how artistic India has been since time immemorial. That is really something we can only be grateful that people like Praveen Mohan is doing that work. Similarly, in Bengal, the Bhaktivedanta Charity Trust is exploring many of the places connected to the history of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they're restoring those places under the inspiration of our Guru Deva Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So India is a storehouse of holy places. Those are connected to Shiva, those are the Jyotirlingas. There's the connection with all the Shakti Peeths connected to Mother Durga. There are the places connected with Ram Leela. There are the places connected with Narasingha Dev. And then there are the temples of these great personalities. So, all in all, I want to ask Harijan, as he takes people around to these places, what is his emphasis? What is he explaining to the people who are coming mainly from Hungary, and they're coming here very curious to know more about the old Vedic culture? Can you give us a little guideline in this regard?
Well, so first of all, this is really one of the greatest services to take people around India. And of course, my favorite places is Vrindavan. And when I travel with my people from Gangotri to Kanyakumari, from Puri to Dwaraka, all over India, even northeast, sometimes even we went to Guwahati. And after traveling and have seen lots of far out places in India, somehow at the end they will say, there is some secret in Vrindavan. And when I hear this, then my heart dances. So my style is to introduce them India such a way that I am belonging to them with one side, with my other side I am belonging to India. So I am between them. and I am explaining them whatever they see. And when we are walking on the streets of India, I would stop people. I would start to chat to locals, and I would ask, what is the secret of happiness? Then we would get the most beautiful answers, like the secret of happiness. Like whoever just imagine you are walking with 10, 15 foreigners, and you just stop any person, Indian, on the street, and you would ask, can you tell me what is the secret of happiness? Everybody has idea about how to be happy. So this is a big difference between India and the West. In the West, people, they don't have idea what is the key of happiness. So those people in India, they will have answers, and good answers. Like secret of happiness is being grateful, being satisfied, like this kind of answers. And our people like very much to be connected with local people, to experience how they feel, how can be they satisfied in so simple circumstances. And of course, hiddenly, I'm always giving them Bhagavatam classes or Bhagavad Gita classes, even though maybe they might not know it. I'm not calling them Bhagavatam class, but whatever we see, I'm explaining them from the perspective of Vedic knowledge. Otherwise, strongly enough, I'm not really a person who likes to travel much. But I remember when we started these tours, then you were suggesting me to stay in Vrindavan only. Our idea is not to travel all over India. We are not a tourist agency. Just stay in Vrindavan. And in the beginning, my idea was always to escape from Vrindavan as soon as possible, because like 30 years ago, Vrindavan was a tough place. It's very much tapasvik. Sometimes I remember I had 16 people, and out of 16, 15 were so sick, almost practically everybody in the bed. So we got that mood of Vrindavan. And but this was our beginning, that I was kind of escaping from Vrindavan, and now we are ending up in the mood that they like Vrindavan the most. So especially our Vrinda Kunja is a far out place, and fortunately enough, our people can appreciate it very much. Even if it happened that one billionaire joined once to my tour, and he made a comment that Vrinda Kunja is more than 5-star facility. So, and it's very nice to see how these tours transform those who are participating. It really transforms people. That's it.
Do they ask frequent questions?
Frequent questions, yeah, of course. They ask about the basics of our philosophy, karma, reincarnation. But yeah, that's a good question. What are the frequent questions? There are typical questions when they are getting ready, when they are preparing themselves to India, how to dress code, what kind of medicines they should bring, what kind of shoes. Like these are the specific questions when they are getting ready for the tour. But in India, of course,
Of the impact.
Deity worship.
Of the impact they get in India, what is the most frequent questions that come up with?
Yeah, deity worship, caste system. This is very much how they call caste system. Of course, I would explain this is nothing to do with Hindu Dharma. Like, caste is a Portuguese term. So, but always they like to listen about Mahabharata and Ramayana, typically. Why do they worship cows? Typical question. There are some stereotype narrative, like, and it's very interesting when they see how the Indian women behave, because there is a stereotype way of thinking from the West that Indian ladies are suppressed. But when they come here and they see how the Indian women behave, they are totally shocked. It's just the opposite. They are so conscious, so powerful, the Indian women. So we don't see a sign of that the Indian woman is being suppressed. So sometimes, because we are strict vegetarians, our tour is strict vegetarian. So sometimes
You tell them before.
Yeah. I prepare them before that this tour you can join only if you keep our principles. Means no drugs, zero alcohol.
So they can't even go out and smoke a cigarette?
So that is allowed, but it's very interesting that maybe out of 20 people, maybe one will smoke. Somehow, people don't smoke much nowadays. I mean, at least not my people. And if they smoke, there is an etiquette. When we are walking on the street, they are not allowed to. If we are a bunch of people, and I'm walking in the front, how would it look like that we are walking in streets of Vrindavan and someone is smoking in the group? So there is a certain etiquette. If they want to smoke, then they need to ask permission from me, kind of. Is it allowed here to smoke? Of course. That was very interesting. In the ashram, can they smoke? Of course, it's not allowed. But it's very interesting feature. If they go front of the ashram, on the street, in the gate of the ashram, and they smoke, maybe it's even worse. So it's very uncomfortable if someone is smoking. It looks really silly.
We have to do like in the airport, making a smoking space.
Maybe. Or maybe we have we can provide a free service to get rid of cigarettes. How you call it?
Well,
Therapy.
To free anybody from cigarette addiction, you're really doing a great favor to him.
Yeah.
Because they suffer all life and spend so much money on this nonsense. Good. Very inspiring. So then do you have sometimes cases people freak out? They say, this is too much. I didn't come here for such an experience.
It happened in the beginning, but it was the mistake was on my side because I didn't prepare them properly. So now, if someone wants to travel to India with me, then they need to come before for interview. It's like a job interview. Okay, so you want to come to India with me? Let's see. So number one, you have to understand this. Number two, you have to understand this. You have to accept this. And this is not for everybody. So,
Job interview.
yeah, and they will think, oh yeah. Okay, what else I have to do? Yes. So like in this mood, and I prepare them. Look, there will be lots of garbage. You might get sick, whatever could happen. So I prepare them such a way that actually I'm not. In the beginning I made a mistake. Oh, India is beautiful. India, it's a love, peace, and flower, and like a promise.
Yeah.
It was a false promise from some point of view, because when they reached India, I remember the very first tour. We stayed with our first tour in Yamuna Kunj, and we arrived by car in front of Yamuna Kunj 30 years ago. Almost 30 years ago.
Yamuna Kunj ki jai.
And I was in front of Yamuna Kunj. It was so dirty. It was like all the trucks would trash here. It was very dirty. And the car has arrived, and the guy opened the window, the door of the car, and he said, "I will not get out of this car. Arrange me the first ticket back to Hungary. I will not step in this land." This was how I started our tours. And then I told him, okay, definitely I will arrange a ticket for you. Just please come, take shower, and then evening time you will go back to the airport. I will arrange, don't worry. And he came in the Yamuna Kunja. Then he took shower. Then I said, okay, let's walk. We went to Loi Bazaar. And then in the evening he came to me. Can you arrange that I stay a little longer? Same day.
Yes, it's really how you deal with people. It's an art, yeah. And nowadays we do have that, quite a few people. It's like the magic of India is charming, it's attracting, people want to come here. And they have a few fashion places, no? People are going so much of a fashion, no? This famous guru or Dharamshala, visit the Dalai Lama and so. But what really they're looking for is bhakti.
Yeah, like Varanasi will be always disappointment for them. Nowadays, Varanasi is full of fake sadhus who just want to take photos. They are posing. They are not sadhus. You can see them. They are fake sadhus, and they pose, and after that, collecting the money. So, and it's too crowded. Almost 100% disappointment after Vrindavan, because this is also very important. From Delhi, we directly come first to Vrindavan. And if Vrindavan is their first impression, then they can really appreciate Vrindavan. And I can tell that really almost 80% of my people will say that Vrindavan was the most beautiful.
What about your Radhakunda experience?
Radhakunda, we have a special route. So we are not doing classical Gaudiya Radhakund tour. In Radhakund, we go to the remote areas, visiting families who are living in very traditional way, visiting even Banjara or Gypsy villages. And of course, we were avoiding to visit Radhakund, the lake itself, because always we had some problems in the pandas. They were really treating us very badly. This was a disappointment. So for 10 years, I didn't visit Radhakund at all. I mean the lake at all with my tours. But since 2 years, I started to visit again, especially evening Aarti. And for many of our people, is the best experience all over India, Radhakunda Aarti, evening Aarti. So beautiful.
What are they doing at Sangam?
At Radhakund, all around the Radhakund, full of the deepaks, the lights.
Every day.
Every day. And especially if there is no bigger festival. If there is a bigger festival, then I wouldn't go to Radhakund. It's too crowded.
So, and I noticed something very positive. You also should know it, like 30 years ago, you go to Varshana or Nandagaon or any place.
I would escape.
And the Brahmanas would be very aggressive.
Attacking
on top of you.
Right.
But they stopped that.
Yeah, I noticed
you
that.
notice
Yes,
that?
I did. But
it's a strong change. They just don't do that anymore. You practically, I also for years didn't go to those places.
Okay.
And I told them, I went there, I talked to the leader, I said, we don't come here because of this. We go to other places. So I think they had some Brahmin meetings amongst themselves that we cannot do this. Even like in Radhakunda, sometimes they come, hey, you have some money? Like, oh, secretly they're asking. But before they would like, donation for the Brahmins.
And we got cursed on regular basis.
I never got cursed.
Oh yeah. I mean, get cursed in Radhakund probably is a blessing.
That bad it went, they would curse.
Yeah. Because they were asking 1,000 rupees, and then we gave 1,000 rupees in the name of the group, then they wanted more, and demanding always.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
But they don't do that anymore.
No, not at all.
So this is the result of Prabhupada's influence and our preaching also. This is one of the Braj Vrindavan now's activities. You must also have noticed that we don't have so many horrible speakers anymore.
At Radhakund. Or here, even here. Yeah.
Even here.
Yeah, but that's right.
That is our constant complaining and putting it in front of them. So things are improving. I think the garbage will disappear within 1 or 2 or 3 years. You will not see
Yeah,
garbage.
the situation is improving year by year.
Well, this is very, very interesting information you're sharing here.
So what else? We were asking about disappointments. So sometimes what I can notice that some people, even though I don't expect from them, because they are yoga teachers, so-called, or not so-called, spiritual people, but when they come to India, something happens to their mind. So they will be on their trip somehow, and they become like, I would say, like animals, like lions. They will become aggressive. Something happens. So sometimes we suffer from that totally, I would say, normal people become mentally disordered in India. Sometimes it can happen. So then it will be a very difficult task to get them in a normal track again.
To harmonize with the group.
To harmonize with the group, and then they will scream without reason. I don't like the room, I don't like this, I don't like that. Sometimes it happens.
But you're expert how to deal with that.
But sometimes even that is not enough.
Yeah, I've seen these things also.
The main factor is always prevention, to prepare them properly.
Prevention, yeah, prepare them. Yeah, very good advice also for other devotees who are organizing tours to Vrindavan and also mentioning of Lalita Madhava, who is a very great helper for the tours in Radhakunda, a very sensitive guide and like Vaishnava gentleman, you could say. What about the other places in Braj Mandal?
In Braj Mandal, we don't visit our other places than Vrindavan itself, because there are so many places to visit in Vrindavan. So Vrindavan and Radhakund, that's all. 4 days we would stay in Vrindavan. And then
Because you don't have more time.
Because still we are traveling.
And you want to give them a variety of places.
Yeah, like Vrindavan, Varanasi, Kathmandu, or Vrindavan, Rishikesh, Jaipur, some other places.
So in the Braj Mandal, what would be your favorite other spots you would visit?
My favorite spots are less popular places. Like Banka Bihari is not really.
Oh, wait.
Banka Bihari temple is not really good for our tours.
No.
Too crowded. Then
Impossible.
Yeah.
People into Gopeshwar.
Yeah, we start.
do the full puja.
Yeah, we do that. We start Vrindavan.
Everybody buys a plate.
No, we start Vrindavan.
Everybody buys a plate.
No, not everybody. We buy one, but everybody participate.
Okay.
So we start our as it is supposed to be. We start our tour with Gopeshwar puja. I mean, Abhishek.
Have you ever taken people to Keshigarh to make a vow for the tour?
No, I didn't do that yet.
We do that for Braj Mandal Parikrama.
Right. We do that in the Gopeshwar temple.
In the Gopeshwar temple.
And we do yagya for that in Vrindakunj. Agnihotra.
You do a yagya in Vrindakunj.
Also, means our start is with Gopeshwar puja and yagya in Vrindakunj.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And then they get Rakhi.
Yes, very good to Rakhi. So what about the other places in Braj? If you would think of where else would you take people if you had time and extra?
I take them to Radharaman because it's...
You're still in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
in the Braj Mandal.
Braj Mandal.
No, Radha Raman now has become so packed that
Yeah.
you can hardly go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
That's,
still,
that's a reason.
but still, it's too beautiful not to go there, no?
You could go to Mangal Arti, that's not so bad. But the tours, they don't get up that early. No?
Yeah. No. So, in Braj Mandal, for our tours, because they are not devotees from classical point of view, I wouldn't take them to Nandagram or Varshana. It's too big tapasya, too much time. I mean, it's a full day tour, right?
Do you take the people taking snan in some of the places?
Rarely they take snan in Yamuna. If we go to Varanasi, then they will take snan in Ganga, some of them, like maybe 25% of the people outside of Varanasi. Of course, when we go to Mayapur, then Ganga snan again, in Rishikesh also. But Yamuna is not very attractive for them to take snan in Yamuna. But still, some people do.
Yes. What the Indians do.
No, I mean my people.
The Indians do. They have
Yeah.
it's packed.
Yeah.
And with the new way, then we're going to make the situation will be very popular. It's becoming very beautiful. Okay, so outside of the Vrindavan city, you don't have, like have you been to Durvasa Muni?
Sometimes we go to Mathura, but we don't go to Durvasa Muni.
Have you ever taken the boat trip to Mathura?
I did before, regularly we were taking, but after some time I realized it's too much tapasya, like 5 hours on the boat, sunshine. For devotees it's perfect, but for us it was too much. So we hardly go to Yamuna, but sometimes in some groups we go to visit.
Devraha Baba?
No, Devraha Baba no, but we visit Devraha Baba rarely, because it's too much time, you know.
Yeah, it works with the boat tour.
Yeah, and we have
Now, there's a bridge to Devraha
yeah,
Baba.
but still it's too much time.
But can you remember how the condition was from Tatirstan to Devraha Baba? It used to be a lane of dirt and confusion.
Right.
Now it's a beauty. It's like a nice parade wall with trees and everything and clean. Changes like amazing. For us who started cleaning in those areas when it was horrible, it's a great delight to see that.
So
The whole Kumbh Mela ground has become very uplifted. Recently there was a festival for the Sudama Kutir opening. Have you seen the temple Sudama
Yeah.
after opening?
yeah,
Sitting Sitaram?
that one I didn't. The altar I didn't see.
No, you have not seen it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we go there.
All right.
Sitting Sitaram is in a huge, beautiful temple they made there. Amazing. Everywhere I see, I'm going, the most amazing, beautiful things are arising. It's really Vrindavan is getting on the map as being one of the original places of high quality marble carving, sandstone carving, like you see in no other place. Where, I mean, you go to Bikaner and the places there, Jodhpur, there carving buildings was not a big thing. They did all these beautiful buildings there, even for the almost normal residences, the richer people, so to say, no?
Yeah.
But like to have really shrines, temples, one next to the other, that is, where do you find that?
No way. Yeah.
This Vrindavan, and it is just exploding.
Right.
And it's not like, it's not in a simplified way or like say, cutting edges. No, they're really doing the far out. I mean, Prem Mandir is a world wonder by artistic point of view.
Daytime.
Mm-hmm.
Daytime it is.
Yeah, and so many others similar coming up. So in that sense, I would say Vrindavan is getting established as an absolute unique temple town. There's no other comparison. I mean, Rishikesh and these places, they don't build new places. Here, there, little new temple, but not like Rishikesh or Haridwar. They're beautiful and they're old, no? Which is also nice, no?
Right.
Even Varanasi, I don't think you have many new temples coming up.
No, they are renovating the ghats like anything.
Yeah, that they do.
And
What about Akshaya Dham?
Akshardham in Delhi?
Delhi.
It's not my main target.
No?
No, somehow not, because I prefer small and old temples and ashrams, like
Small and old. Like Vrindakunja.
right, Vrindakunja, Gopinath Gaudiya Math in Vrindavan, then Gopal Guru, like this, Radha Vallabha near Banki Bihari.
You go to Radha Vallabha.
Yeah, that one I like also. It's not a small temple, but
No.
it's not that packed like Radharaman.
What about Radha Shyam Sundar?
Also, we would visit.
Yes.
They like it. Radha Damodar also we will, even though it's
And you
packed.
tell them in Radha Shyam Sundar, no photography. You
Yeah,
get in
yes,
trouble.
of course. In advance, I'm always very strict with this. And Radha Damodar is also I also like very much because of Srila Prabhupada. We would sit always in Srila Prabhupada's room.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what else comes to my mind in this regard? What about Mansarovar?
The Mansarovar, it's outside.
You take your people there?
No.
It's actually a place which is nice for swimming. And this time we went to Mansarovar, it was very high, the water, and very clean. And it is one of our places on our cleaning tour to make sure it is impeccably clean. What about Raval?
No, we don't go because it takes too much time. For devotee.
Raval, they made a beautiful big lake. Did you see that?
No.
Mohini, what's her name? Prema, the actress, Governor Malini, Hema Malini, she made a very beautiful lake for Radharani, all beautified around. And usually we go and clean it, and it's really, really precious. And there's no contamination going inside. And today I went to Sobari Kund. Sobari Kund is here, this road to the back. Sobari, where Sobari Rishi fell down. And that is a big, big kunda, bigger than Radha Kunda. But it is all Koshi Nali. It's not clean water. Well, it's very nicely done. And right next to that, they're making the STP, a water cleaning plant for the whole Koshi Nali, for all the Chaitanya Bihar black waters. A plant which is like huge, like a little big city. Yeah, what else? What else? Well, I think we have overextended ourselves a little bit here in this parikrama guide appreciation of Vrindavan. Really, yes. And yes, we hope it will continue despite all the madness going on in the world today. And we hope that Yamuna Kunja will become more and more a place of Vrindavan Seva. Really, we want to serve and save whatever can be saved. In a way, just the fact that now these ghats finally are getting made and the parking place put on the other side, it'll be an exciting experience. And looking forward with you, Harijan Maharaj, to have the Vrinda Kunja experience, the Vrinda Parivar experience in India, enhanced, enchanted. We are very, very happy to have our Shabda Brahma representative from Hungary here is actually a very dear devotee and good pujari. So it's a great treasure to have him around. So thank you, Radhesham. Anybody of you want to learn more, you contact Madhava Krishna in Vindakunja. And